Alright, hook the radio up at the moment. There she is there. What I've got is a problem with the DC to DC converter for the backlight, for the display. So what I've done, I've wired a negative 14 volts power supplies up there to the display. I've isolated the transistor, which is here, which gives me my minus 14 volts to the LCD display. So you've got your 14 volts here, so I've taken out this transistor, so I don't want any voltage going back into the circuit and blowing that up. What I think's the problem is this coil here is corroded and it's not working. The oscillation seems to be going on here. It's not giving me anything on the output. So anyway, I've isolated that, so what I'm going to do is put my external power supply positive onto the negative rail of the radio, and then the negative of the power supply onto this part here. So hopefully you won't see any smoke. So let's power her up. Okay. What I've got, there's no AM antenna in this radio. When I do actually touch the antenna, there is sound, but it's very weak signal. The attenuator's off and the RF gain is on full. Anyway, the radio's on now, power supply's connected. So if I just wind up the voltage slowly up here, we'll see if the display comes on. So at 5 volts, 8.7, 10, 12. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Oh, it has worked. 15 volts. So we've got 15 volts. Excellent. Let's see if we can tune and see what happens. Oh, so it was tuning. Okay. So, yeah, so it looks like it might be working, but the only thing is I've got all my voltages are correct. The voltage is going to the signal board. I just don't know why it's very low, low signal. And we're getting there slowly. Alright, what I've had to do, I've put my minus 15 volt DC converter there. So I've reversed the polarity on here. And I've got positive of the output going to the negative of the chassis. And then what I've had to do now is wire the control on the front directly up to the output. I tried the input, it doesn't work, so when I'm adjusting the control, you can see here I've got full contrast and then low contrast, and this minus 15 volts is going directly through the pot. Luckily it's not getting hot or warm or anything, so I think it's drawing about 38 milliamps. So okay, just put this whole thing back together again now, and then I can work on the Bluetooth on the tape input. I'll have to wire that into the processor. I'm getting there slowly. Alright, slight change of plan. What I've had to do is I've had to rewire this section here. I'll just unplug that. So what I've had to do is rewire this section here, so the output from here will come to this point here. I've had to remove these resistors. Just focus a bit. I've had to remove these resistors because it goes into the feedback circuit from this transformer. So I've disconnected that, so the output from this transformer is coming into here. It's coming out of this pin over to this board here, and via the ribbon cables it goes all the way to the contrast control on the front panel. So what I'm doing is I'm feeding the output to this pin, which goes to here, through to the contrast pot, coming back, and it will go back into here and along this track along the side straight to the LCD. So the LCD will get it's minus 14 volts. Now the problem I've got is when I'm connecting the variable resistor control to here, the LCD is not coming on because of these two resistors here. Now in the circuit it shows them over here. It shows them as, let's have a look. Here we go. Shows them as R322 and 323, those two there. Okay, they're the pins there on pin CN1301, and they go all the way down to here. So you'll see there. There's your two resistors there. 1322 and 1323. So what they do is they part of the LCD drive circuit, and then that will allow you to dim it. So what I've done is I've just theoretically just bypassed all that circuit and taken it directly from the little DC to DC converter block I've put in there.
Enter to Bluetooth. Bluetooth connected. Enter to Bluetooth. Bluetooth connected.
On Talk Sport Drive with Motorpoint. Join the UK's most fearless fans and outspoken supporters on the drive time show where high octane opinion comes as standard. Talk Sport Drive this afternoon from 4 on Talk.
Scotland, MMPs voting in Holyrood shortly. We'll bring it to you live here.
Early brightness across London will give way to encroaching cloud and some rain coming in from the west. It will be windy and getting windy. While remaining cloudy, rain will ease throughout the afternoon with lengthier, drier spells developing, while the cool throughout with a high...
To the RSPB today and help us protect places where nature can flourish. Text WILD to 81025 to give £10 now, or search RSPB 4R WILD. That's WILD to 81025 to give £10 today.
Enter to Bluetooth. Enter to Bluetooth.
We're not going to be invited anywhere ever again.
Murder Mystery 2, only on Netflix March 31st.
At Lloyd's Bank, we can help you build your child's confidence with money. Smart Start is the spending and savings account for 11 to 15-year-olds. Your child gets their own contactless debit card that they could add to their digital wallet, whilst you can keep an eye on the account through your mobile banking app.